Hi, welcome to Mathematics with Tom. I am Tom, and today we're going to take another route to the histogram, and that's what I titled already here on our screen, another route to the histogram. And I've given us our data set. Again, data set is the first 20 digits of the number pi, the first 20 digits. And let's say, so we've gone through a whole number of steps from a dot plot, a frequency distribution, and then to a histogram. And we looked at how these pieces came together visually. So it's a natural way to create the picture. However, sometimes a dot plot or having that framework along the way just may not be possible. So how else can you do that? And that's what we're going to look at today. So we're going to construct a histogram with 5 classes. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Remember what we did is we started this whole thing with our lowest value. We said that was 1. Well, we're going to need that again. So we need our minimum value. And that's 1. Our maximum is the 9. And here's what we do. The distance from 1 to 9 is called the range. So let's do this. We need the range of our data. Range. And that, I'll write that. It's the maximum. Or I'll write max minus min. And in this case, the max is 9 minus the minimum of 1. Our range is 8. Now we need to calculate the class width. So here's what we do. So calculate class width. What we do is we take the range and we divide it by the number of classes. The range, the number, I'll just abbreviate it as NO period, number of classes. All right, well, in this case, our range is 8. Number of classes is 5. 8 divided by 5, let's check. 8 divide 5, press enter. 1.6. If I did that too fast, remember, just pause the video, try it yourself, make sure I did that correctly. So this gives us 1.6. But wait a minute, we already know that the class width needs to be 2 because it can't. We always said you have to land right between dots, right between dots. So what do? Here's what we do. We always, that's a big word in math, but this is true, always round to the next unit as the data. It's actually called the ceiling function. And so with ceiling function says that the number 1.1 is actually 2. 1.2 is 2. 1.9 is 2. That's the ceiling function. So that's what this is. So in other words, our class width, I'm going to come up here. Class width class width is 2. We always round up. So because our data is in whole numbers, our class width also needs to be in whole numbers. And we almost have everything we need. And look at this. So the other thing is we said earlier, is we begin half a unit below lowest value. So I think we have enough to start doing this. Here's our vertical axis. And now think about it this way. I'm going to do this and then erase it and do it again. Our lowest value is 1. The next value below that, if we have 2 here, then we go down to 1. 1, we go down to 0. Well, 1 is our minimum. This is our min. Well, the halfway between 1 and the next whole number is going to be the 0.5. That is where we start our picture, 0.5. And then from there we would go 2 units, so we go here to 2.5. And the next one and then you can see my scale is a little bit off here. So let's just put that up here. And that's how we do this. So now our actual picture would go 0.5 to 2.5, 4.5, because now we're just going up every 2 units. 6.5, 8.5, 10.5. These are my class boundaries. And then it's a good exercise. Now, again, we're going to have frequency per unit. It's going to be on my vertical axis. And now what I need to do is count what are the number of values between 0.5 and 2.5. There's a few different ways you can do it. The rough way, and we'll just try that, is just go and find them. So let's go and look. I'll use blue to start with. So I've got 1, 2, and a 2. I've got 4 values. And remember though that we have 4 of these, so our total frequency has to be 4. The width is 2. So what is our frequency per unit? This 2 is our width. This is total frequency for class. This is frequency for class. And we said that 2 times 2 is 4. So there's our 2. And then let's continue that. Our next group was going to be 2.5 to 4.5. So that's going to include any 3s and any 4s. So I'll put a green box. So here's a 1. Here's a 4. There's 2. 5, 9, 6, 5. Oh, there's a 3. 5. Oh, and there's another 3. Whoa. That's 1, 2. There's 4. Another 3. That's 5. And a 4 right there. So in other words, what number times the class width of 2 is going to give us 6? We know that answer is 3. Continue this process and we'll have the exact same histogram in which we ended our last video. Let's finish this. Let's go with this other color. So there's our next one. Our next one is going to be 4.5 to 6.5. So that'll be 5s and 6s. So here's a 5, 6, 5, 5. Oh yeah, so it looks like I've got 4. So my next one is going to be blank times 2 is 4. So we know that's 2. Okay. 6.5 to 8.5. Those will be 7s and 8s. So let's grab this kind of pretty pink color. 7s and 8s. Yeah, 7s and 8s. I've got 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's it. So look at this. In other words, blank times 2 has to give us 3. Oh, that's 1.5. And then our last one, there's 3 9s. So if we were to do that one in this kind of pretty purple color, our 9s, and it's getting to be a lot of colors, our 9s would be blank times the width of 2 has to give me 3, in other words 1.5. So I'll match these up, and our blues, our blue class, we said, is 2. Oops, sorry, I got ahead of myself. So now our frequency per unit's in half units, so we're going to have 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2, 2.5. I have to move this down a little. And finally, 3.0. Okay, and then, so our blue group here is going to go, has a frequency per unit of 2. So 2. Okay. Green, I think it's this color, or yellowy green color is 3. Let's go right up alongside that there. 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 And then the orange, this color, yeah. Our orange is 2. And our next one is this pretty pink. That's 1.5. Up here. Here. And these lines should be touching. If I did that really good there, 1.5, they should be touching. The idea is that they're continuous. And our purple group is also 1.5. There we go. I have to sneeze here. Excuse me. And got my yellow, my orangey group here. It's this one. And the blue group, the first one we made. It's always the first one. It's near and dear. There's our blue group. And that is how we would construct our histogram without any of the other information. Puts it all into picture. This is kind of the algebraic route, and the other one would be the graphical route. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.